Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Welcome to Scotty Ray's Morning Weather. It is Thursday, May the 14th. Yesterday, most of the west side of Meridian had a little interruption there with the water main that got broken with the contractor digging. Restaurants had to shut down over by Chick-fil-A in those areas, and sort of put you in a real bad mood there with the pandemic going on, then having to do with after Chick-fil-A, and several other restaurants also had to close down because of that. But things should be back to normal today in Meridian, so that's the good news. And I do hope your day is starting out well. A lot warmer today. We'll get into the forecast here in just a moment. But, I keep seeing these things on TV to where TV, if you're looking at Facebook or YouTube, where it pops up and it constantly tells you you need to lose weight. And I watched a story. What was her name? Valerie Bertinelli. About her 48th birthday, where she done the bikini picture on People magazine. And for her 60, they just done a close-up shot. I don't know why. But, they're pushing lose weight, lose weight. And, well, during this pandemic, I've done nothing but maintain myself. And if you're like me and you like maintaining, how do you do that? Well, I went to the kitchen a moment ago, and I keep plenty of these. Toasties. Yeah. Got the little white filling inside. Man. And then after you're done with that, you should follow that up with Reese's. Guaranteed you won't lose any weight, and you'll maintain just throughout the pandemic. This stuff is good. Y'all know it. I joke about it, but how can you go through the kitchen and see that and just not stop and have one? I do it often, as you can tell. But anyway, good morning. I hope your day is going well. I said it is Thursday as we head toward the weekend. And what is the weather going to do today? Let's go over and take a look at radar this morning. And your forecast today is calling for some showers right now. As I said, not as cool as it normally is. 62 this morning. And we're headed for a high later today of 83. As we look at radar, we don't have any rain in the state of Mississippi yet. We go out to the west around north of Dallas, north of Plano, Denton, Texas, Plano, up in those areas. We've got some showers. And down around, let's see here, San Antonio has got some showers this morning. That's pretty much what we have this morning with rain. Later today, we'll get a slight chance of rain between now and 1 o'clock. And then after 1, we'll get a 50% chance of rain, and with a high reaching 83 today. So we do have rain chances, but that high should reach 83 with a 50% chance of rain after 1 o'clock. So we'll get afternoon showers. Tonight, it'll clear off and pretty much be like it is earlier this morning, 61 for the low. Tomorrow ends the week with a 20% chance of rain. Sunshine in the earlier part of the day. That 20% chance is after 1 tomorrow, but not a big chance there. High of 85. As we move into Saturday, we're going to hit right at the 90-degree mark, 64 on Saturday night, and then a slight chance of rain on Sunday with a 90% chance of rain once again. So warm weather in store for us over the next little bit, so keep it in mind. Again, today, there is that chance that we could get wet at some point. As we move into what's going on with the coronavirus, we go back to take a look what the state of Mississippi has released for us, and we had 182 new cases reported in the state yesterday, with 8 new deaths, with the counties listed there of Jasper, Leake, Madison, Oktibbeha. Nobody close to us other than Jasper County adding a death there. We look at the map, and we have crossed over 10,000 cases in the state of Mississippi at this point, with 465 deaths total. Lauderdale County still leading with the deaths, 45 deaths in the state, with 523 cases. We go over to Neshoba County, and they still have 16 deaths, but 338 cases, and that's why Newton also being involved in those extra counties, 155 with 1 death. They hadn't had near the deaths in Newton County as we have had here, but still a bunch there as we watch this thing, and we do hope one day we'll be able to wake up and say all of this is over and done with. We do hope that. We're not there yet. Some extra things of wearing the mask have been put in by the governor. We went over those yesterday, so let's all keep our fingers crossed that this will come to an end before long. As we move forward this morning, let me thank our sponsors that make this happen each and every weekday morning. A big thank you to Hooper's on 22nd Avenue. Good folks there, along with Rick Justice. See Tom there on I-20 on North Frontage Road. Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. Joe, we talked to him yesterday. And, boy, that alarm just comes out of nowhere, doesn't it? Just sometimes doesn't want to hush up. Along with Patrick Allen, Storm Ready Shelters on 145 South, MEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, and Graphics Guru. they're on B Street along with SMI Automotive. You can see Joe for all your truck accessories here in Meridian. So that's what we got going on with those good folks there. And again, support local businesses. One day I'm going to learn to turn off that alarm. That's a backup alarm in case I need to go do something to remind me, and I need to turn that off, I think. As we go to news this morning to see what's going on, the big thing is that hurricane season looks like it's going to start early. The National Hurricane Center is tracking the first storm. There's a possibility out in the Atlantic. It has a depression that could be located off the coast this weekend. It has the potential to develop. They're saying they don't think it will make landfall, but it will be our first named storm officially. It starts June 1st, roughly about 2 weeks from now. We'll run through November. But starting early, we'll watch this to see how it happens, if it actually becomes a storm or not. The Boy Scouts have been banned from putting American flags on veterans' graves for Memorial Day. That's coming up at the end of the month. It's all about the pandemic. They don't want to get anybody sick. They keep pushing the issue, saying that something can be done. The order can be tweaked where this can be done to recognize our veterans. And I think they can. They just haven't done it yet. But at this moment, Boy Scouts can't go out and do that. And the other groups that do this, you think about putting all those flags at Arlington, how many there are, and how many cemeteries we have in this area there, the veterans. So let's hope it gets done. They'll make a change and make that happen for us. Woman mauled to death by her bulldog, as you see a picture of her there. She was found on her back porch, and it's definitely, she had 3 dogs, but the little dog there in the picture, he was a rescue dog that she got, and he was used in fighting. And so he has apparently killed her. Her boyfriend found her on their back steps of her home. Bad. That was in Chicago, I believe. This is just one of those cases of it's just bad all the way around. Do you call it karma? What do you call it? A boy that was 16 that was accused, and they've got him on video doing it, attacking it. It was a 15-year-old girl walking down the street, and roughly 20 people, this guy was a part of it, jump on her, beat her up, take her money, take her cell phone, and take the shoes off her feet and leave her on the street. He shot a block from where he lived. This happened a few months back, and now he's dead after what he did. What are they teaching? It's just bad. Anybody that young to be a part of anything going on like that, and it had to do some crime with him getting shot. They just don't know what at this point. But that's what's going on with that. As we look at Mississippi State, they'll be returning to the classrooms this fall. They've announced that, so be ready. If you thought you were going to do it all from home, not happening. You'll be back at school, and hopefully we'll have some football before long. We'll learn more about that also. Republicans retake a Democratic-held congressional seat in the state, which they haven't held in the state since '98. So she conceded yesterday, and the Republicans are back there in California for the first time in a long time. The Wisconsin Supreme Court strikes down the lockdown that the governor put in. He extended it for another 2 weeks. The Supreme Court of Wisconsin stepped in and said, nope, we're going back to work. So that's a first time that has happened with this pandemic that's going on. We'll watch this to see how they've been demonstrating in Wisconsin, and the governor keeps pushing stay at home. But the Supreme Court says he overstepped his boundary there with not talking it over with the rest of the court there. So there you go. Melissa Etheridge, I don't listen to her music, but I know she was very popular. Her son, that is 21, has died. Opioid addiction. They haven't officially given the cause of death, but that's what the news outlets are telling us about Melissa Etheridge and her son. Regardless, a sad case to lose a child. Do you remember the movie Buried Alive? It was in the early 90s, and it's about a guy that his ex-wife poisoned him. She puts him in a cheap coffin and buries him, and he wakes back up because the stuff didn't kill him. Well, they were Indonesia, and I watched the video several times, and they have cut out in the coffin where you can still see the body, and they're lowering the body into the grave, and the hand moves inside the coffin. They're saying it was rigor mortis. How do you say that word? Rigor mortis? Rigor mortis? Is that how maybe I'm there now. But that made the body move, and that he wasn't buried alive. But some of the family members are now worried that the guy could have been buried alive. It's very doubtful. Let's hope not that anybody ever ended that way. I'm not sure what they do in Indonesia with the way they do embalming and things of that nature. But that'd be horrible. But that was a good movie. If you ever sitting around having nothing to do, go back and watch that show. It was over the top. Boy, oh boy. Again, recapping what our weather is going to do today. It's going to be mostly sunny, a high reaching about 83. Now, the sunshine is out for today. I was thinking tomorrow. Sunshine is out. We have a slight chance of rain between now and 1 o'clock, and then that'll increase to a 50% chance of rain and possibly a thunderstorm this afternoon. High reaching 83. We've got the sunshine tomorrow, as I correct myself, with a 20% chance of rain to end the week. But today, write that down, we'll have a little bit of clouds and a slight sprinkle or two between 9 and 1 o'clock, and then that rain will move in after 1, high reaching 83. And as I said, this morning, the hours are cooler at 62. So thank you for spending part of your day with Scotty Ray's Morning Weather. As we begin this Thursday, share and like with a friend. Go to your friends' list and invite them to join this. We'll have some bad weather again, and we'll track those storms street by street as they get near your home to keep you and your family safe. As always, thank you for spending part of your morning with me, and we'll be back with more information just for you from Scotty Ray's Morning Weather.